If a depth drop or an impulse looks dangerous or looks like something that you shouldn't do, then I think we need to actually consider that which happens in your actual sport. If we were to take the actual action of your sport and put that as this is a training modality, or this is something that we do in training, like let's say we were to take a football game or be like, this is your training, right? We would be like, that is idiotic. We're getting freaking like smashed by dudes in the face and we're going to call this training, right? So understand that if your game was your training, we would probably look at your game or as that training, right? If your game was your training, we would look at that training as being extremely intense and as probably being somewhat damaging, right? Now, if we understand that that game is not your training, that game is what we're preparing for. By definition, preparation means that we're doing something that makes the thing that we're preparing for easy to do or makes us ready for that. So if the game were to become the training and that training would look extremely intense, right, and maybe damaging, then we actually need the training that we're doing for that sport to be at a greater level than the sport so that the sport actually is not damaging. And we also don't want the training to be damaging, right? So my point is, like, we need to build up a very, very high level of capacity with our training in order for us to get to the point where the game is actually lower than the training, to where like you could look at the game and be like, if this was training, it would look easy, right? But I think there's not often that distinction made. If you literally look at the game as training, that training would be very intense. That means that we need the training to be more intense than that game because we're training for the game, right? And so the impulses, the depth drops, the stuff that we do, obviously we're going to start off at a regress level. We're going to start off on a gradient that you're ready for. But over a long enough period of time, we absolutely want that to be at a greater level than your sport, because that means that we're actually physically, mentally, emotionally preparing you for the sport. We're not just going and working out or lifting or whatever.